So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Bes-TEAS, Spillin Tea from Time. I'm your co-host Aisha with my best friend
Stephanie.
All right, so we're gonna
It's already
we're gonna
begun.
kick things off
It's already begun.
because you might be on here wondering, why are we dressed like this? We are dressed like this for two reasons. Number one,
Is anyone wondering why I'm dressed like this?
I
Probably
think people
not.
will.
I think people will wonder why you're dressed like this. But I think that people that know me know that I am Slytherin house.
Yes, but
I live a Slytherin lifestyle.
But the world is unaware of your depth of love and passion for Harry Potter.
True.
So the reason why we are dressed like this is because it was Stephanie's birthday and she had a Harry Potter birthday.
I did.
But beyond that, we thought that this was an appropriate conversation in relation to today's topic, which is how deep of a supportive friend are you? How deep is your love for your best friend? How deep is your love? Da, 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 da. I don't know the rest of the line.
Okay. We'll put it in the thing.
Okay.
Don't move.
Oh.
It's just because we have 3 cameras.
Oh, I was like, is it a bug?
Oh.
I was like,
camera.
oh.
No.
I was like, oh my God, is it a?
This doesn't look good. in the
Okay.
camera.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. I was like,
I was like, is it a
snake?
All right.
Ready?
Giddy up.
So today's topic is supportive friends.
Yes.
The real MVPs.
Yes. Which
And-
you are, by the way.
Yeah.
And I would like to publicly share my love for my friends because yesterday was supposed to be a really smooth sailing day.
Yeah.
It ended up not being a smooth sailing day. There was a lot
Yeah.
of tumultuous moments.
Chaos.
A little
Yeah.
chaos happened yesterday,
Yeah.
which, I mean, would it be my birthday weekend if there wasn't
Yeah.
chaos?
There wasn't chaos.
But
Yeah.
my friends, especially my bestie, came and helped me decorate my house, put everything together, helped me build all of my Harry Potter world.
Look
But
out for
my
that one.
friends also came yesterday, totally embracing
The-
my nerdness.
Yeah. In full effect, I will say.
full effect. And like that for me
Yeah.
is love.
I know. That's your love language.
It is
It is your love
absolutely my
language.
love
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
When people come and they dress up and they have fun, because I feel like sometimes we don't always get to have fun.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I love Halloween so much, because it's like just
You
one
just
of
get
those
to be,
times
like,
that you just get to
carefree
be
and just be,
whatever
yeah.
you are,
Yep.
right? And for my birthday has become Halloween. And my friends really invest
Yeah, we do.
in their costumes.
We're
and
committed.
they commit.
Yeah, we committed
my
yesterday.
friends are the best.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
You're
I
welcome.
love you.
We love
I
you.
love you
We love you.
guys.
This is why I'm sitting. Just for the record, I've actually never seen, and please don't come for me. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie in my life. But I deeply love you, and you were committed to this
Thank you.
this birthday theme.
I really was committed this
Yeah.
year.
And so here we are, me being a supportive friend. But it is a really great topic because I think we need to think about, like, how deep is your love? Like, how far are you prepared to go? And so my first question to you is, like, what is the definition of a supportive friend? Clearly, I'm it. But like in real talk, like in life beyond your birthday, is like, what is a supportive friend for you?
I think for me, it's and this changes on your love language, right? It
Mm.
really, I think, changes for every single
Yes.
person depending on what
Yes.
they're looking for from
Yes.
their friendships.
Yep.
Right. So for me, I don't need people to always,
Yeah.
keep up with my madness.
Yeah.
But I love that when they understand that the day is really important for me,
Mhm.
that they show that they understand that the day
Yeah.
is important for me and they try to make it special.
Yes. Okay.
That for me, I think, is being supportive, but it goes across the board.
Mhm.
If you know that I've, had a great accomplishment,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
or my children need support in something,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
see that I'm maybe a little scatterbrained, and you
Yeah.
step in to
Help.
help out,
Yeah.
and like, I think it's just being attentive.
That's a
I think
great-
is like a
yeah.
really supportive characteristic in
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I struggle with being attentive to people's
Okay.
needs, like every once in
Okay,
a while.
okay.
I do try and pay attention to their likes and
Mhm.
their, because I'm a gift giver.
Yeah.
But I think that you have to be really tuned in.
Yes. Yeah.
And when people are tuned into me, that makes me feel
Yeah.
really special.
Yeah. That's actually a really great point. And I love that attentiveness because, like you said, support, and it's something we talk about a lot, support can look differently, and not
Mhm.
everyone always has the capacity always to offer support, but that attentiveness to know, like, when you know your friend really needs you,
Yeah.
whether it's in like a great time or a difficult time. I agree. I think that is such a reflection of a supportive friend. Or, and even if you don't say something, like you know them to the depth. Oh boy, what? something.
I'm looking at you trying to be so serious, and I feel like my eyes are crossing because I had too much potions last night. I'm so dialed into you right now, but I felt like my eyes crossing.
So, just also to offer, as part of this party, there was edible, drinkable glitter. We had a discussion this morning that we're not sure what the chemical components are. And I think we're seeing the outcome.
I'm trying to be so serious. Like I tried to sound really smart in the last one too. I'm struggling. I'm so struggling.
So we're not, so like PSA, don't put drinkable glitter in your drinks. Your potions are working on you, just so you know. The potions are working.
Sorry. Let's get back
Yeah.
to work. Let's get back. Let's get back to work.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. You were saying amazing things.
I know. I was just no, but you offered your feedback. You
No,
not
but,
your
like,
feedback,
you
but
were
your
really
thought. You were
amazing.
saying like for you, love language is someone who's attentive, who can recognize when they need to be dialed in. Because you're definitely not, all know this, like you're definitely not someone that wants people like on you and
No, I
around you all the
don't.
time. You're actually quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Stay out of her personal space as much as possible. But to be dialed in is to also know when you need help or support,
Yeah.
even if you don't say it, because you are definitely someone like you are very independent. And I know I get the sense that you don't always, and I'm like that, like don't want to burden people. But I think those of us who are connected, right, can say, okay, like I know what she needs. So I'm going to like lovingly insert myself, even though, she's not outwardly saying it.
Have you ever done that and the person has not been like receptive? Like, have you ever tried to be supportive and then the person's like, whoa, you're in my business, like back up?
Off the top of my head, no. But I'm sure people have felt that. Like I hope I try to like, almost double dutch, like see where people are at. Cause I realize in times of hardship, like not people want help.
Yeah.
But they might not be ready for the help. So I'm always mindful of that. So I feel like I'm always someone who's like, listen, if you need me, do not hesitate to reach out. But like, there's also no pressure. I feel like I text you that all the time. Like, no pressure, right?
Yeah.
But I offer, like, this is where I can be for you. This is what how I'm willing to show up for you. But like, you tell me where you need me to be.
I think it's hard when you're struggling. If you're like the person that needs support, I think sometimes it's hard to like maybe tell people what kind of support you actually need from them.
Yeah.
And so how can you okay, what am I trying to say here?
I feel
I got the potions going on.
I feel like I know where you're going with it, but go ahead.
How do you communicate that without being like not abrasive or anything, but like how can you communicate to somebody, I need your support, but I don't know what I need from you?
Yeah.
And like, can you help me to figure out the support?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that made sense.
No. It does. Because what I will say is there's an element of vulnerability in that, right? Because in our time of hardship, right, we know we need support. Sometimes it's difficult for us to ask for support for many reasons. But hopefully in the nature of the relationship, again, someone can say like, listen, I actually don't know what I need. And you've said that to me. You're like, honestly, I don't know what I need. I just know that I need something.
Yeah.
And then I think as a friend,
yeah,
I would be like, okay, so how about this? Like, let me do this for you. Right. And then you would say yes or no, or someone would say like, yeah, that can work. Because sometimes again, in that midst of struggle, to your point, you actually don't know what you need.
Yeah.
You just know you need help. And I think my advice to someone who's maybe offering the support is actually offer something tangible. So don't give someone the open-ended, like, okay, you tell me what you need. They actually don't know. Rather than saying, you know what? I'm going to help this, or I'm going to take this away from you. Or, you know what? Let me take your kids so that you have a break, right? Like actually offering something tangible that you can do that alleviates a stress. Maybe it doesn't address the imminent issue, but you're taking a pressure off of them so that they can now have space to think, okay, this is what I need, right?
I think that's a great showing of support is that you're actually identifying that there's a problem that they're dealing with. You're identifying something that they are struggling with and giving them that out for that almost as a gift.
Yeah.
Like I'm gifting you 2 hours of free time or like, you know, sorry.
I love it. This potion.
The whole day. We're going sideways.
You know what? I might have to take one and slip one in Dwayne's drink maybe or something.
I have a whole new like
voice. Taylor Dane.
Is it Taylor Dane?
Yeah. I loved her.
Is this who I'm
Love will bring you back.
You know, I feel like this turned into the Aisha song show.
I can't help it.
I love this for you.
I know.
See, I'm supporting you.
That's crazy. I was just going to say.
You. I'm supporting you. What is something, okay, I have a good question for you. What is a supportive gesture that you have received from a friend that you will never forget?
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I have so many. Like a supportive gesture. No, I'm struggling because I feel like I'm going to take our relationship. I feel like literally everything that you do is a supportive gesture. I swear. If I'm doing an event, if I'm doing anything, like I just feel like everything you do is in a space of support, whether it's related to the event or it's just like an act of love in another way. So yeah, I can't even say it's one thing. It's just the way that I feel on a continuum. You know what I mean?
Look at us. Besties.
Besties.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us.
Look.
Look at us is right. Look at us.
No, they have. Well, you talked about love languages.
Yeah,
we talked about love language. What is your love language? What do you think your love language is?
Whew. My love language. Oh, this is a hard one. I feel like I have more than one. I feel like my love language, okay, is acts of love, but acts of love in like, how do I say this? I'm trying to think. The example that just came to me was like with my kids, like the way you treat my kids. That's an act of love for me. You know what I mean? Or when you craft things for me, like that's an act of love. Or like when you, I don't know, just go out of your way to, I'm going to tell you can I tell you something actually what just came to me?
Yeah.
A big act of love. So do you remember for my 40th, was it for my 40th birthday, that painting, that picture that you bought? So I got that huge frame.
Oh, yes.
So that kind of attentiveness where like you hear things, I could be talking and you'll pick up on something that I really like, or you'll see that I'm into something and then you'll get it. That for me, like that level of attentiveness, I feel is like a really strong act of love. And I will say, you are great at that. Dwayne is great at that as well.
Dwayne is really good at that.
Dwayne is really good. Like he really dials in when it comes to things that I need or that I want. And you're like that. Like, again, you listen and you make gestures or you do things. And I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't even, like, I know I said it in passing, but I didn't realize that she was like listening like that.
I do listen sometimes.
Yeah. You do listen a lot.
I do, but it's like, you know what? Because of my ADHD, it goes in and then it files.
Yeah.
And then
there's a lot of files in there.
Oh,
boy.
yeah. There's so many files. Some of them are useless. And then some of them are really
random
necessary to life because my brain just goes
yeah.
like through the Rolodex.
Like the Rolodex.
Like it goes through the Rolodex and it goes,
yeah,
maybe she would like this because I heard this one day 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how my brain works.
Yeah. That's for me, active love. I feel like I'm simple.
You're definitely not simple.
I feel like I'm simple. We're going to stick with it, okay? I feel like I'm simple.
We looked up when we were doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We looked up different kinds of support.
Okay.
And so I'm going to say that
Yeah.
we were going to talk about our own friends right now.
Mhm.
No hatred.
Yeah.
Okay. No shade.
Yeah, no shade.
But we are going to talk about our own friends
Mhm.
because we are going to talk about them on another podcast as well. But who do we think in our group?
Yeah.
I mean, I can say who the listener is,
Mhm.
but who do we think? Us outstanding.
Okay.
So outstanding of us.
Okay.
Who do we think is the listener, like in our friend group?
Who's a listener?
Who do we think is the listener?
You know who's a listener?
Who?
Tanya. Tanya is
yes.
Yes,
she
Tanya
is.
is a listener.
She is a good listener.
Yeah. And she like listens.
Yes.
Yeah. Like with
Very
like,
attentive.
attentively. She really
And the eye contact.
Yes. She
It's
very big
serious.
up to Tan. She
Yes.
is a solid
She is a really
yeah,
good listener.
Yeah.
Now, what about the action taker?
Who's gonna make it happen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's outside of you. I'm gonna say action taker, Dion.
See, I was thinking either Dion or Tash.
Tash is another one. Yeah. I think it depends on the situation.
I think, yes.
You want someone to get married? Yo, call Tasha.
Yes.
Yeah. You want someone to like set things straight and get things going? Dion.
Dion.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a good one. Tasha's a good one.
Tash
as well.
is a good
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah, yeah. She's
She
definitely
is.
an action taker. Yeah. Yeah.
Who is our spiritual encourager?
None.
We don't have one.
A spiritual encourager.
Somebody who is super zen.
Rena.
Rena.
Absolutely. She is like the like
She is so zen.
just zen. Everything
I've
is
never seen somebody more like
just like air. She
in
just
touch with
yeah, absolutely.
the
The world.
world.
Yeah. Rena's
Okay,
definitely
she
like
is.
yeah.
And aside from me,
Okay, I was like
who is the tough love truth teller?
Natasha.
Yes.
Natasha.
She is.
Yeah, she is the straight up.
This is why we're like,
yeah.
the
She will
same.
tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, and she'll say like you probably don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Then don't ask me. Kind of like you. Like you don't
But
want to
I
hear
love
the
that.
truth. Don't ask me the question.
Sometimes people do need to
Yeah,
hear the truth.
absolutely.
And truth
absolutely.
is supporting as well.
Yeah.
Support can be found in truth.
Yes.
Because sometimes
Absolutely.
people need to hear that.
Yeah.
So big up to Tash.
Yeah, big up to Tash.
And who is the I brought snacks and wine friend?
You know who popped into my head? Sarah. Sarah.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Absolutely.
Sarah absolutely popped
Sarah
into
will
my
come
head.
with the best
Yeah.
fruits.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because she goes to the rich
Yeah,
stores.
She goes to because
And
she lives
Sarah goes to
downtown.
the
She
rich
gets to go
stores.
to like
Yeah,
the
she really does.
Fortinos and the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the Loblaws on
She gets the
Danforth.
grapes
like,
that
right?
like are, $7.99 a pound.
Wouldn't we totally off topic. Do you remember you had a party and she brought like grapes and we were like, oh my God, Sarah, these are like the best.
And
She's
we
like,
had
guys.
to hide them. We had
Yeah,
to
we
hide
hid
them
them.
from the
Yes,
other
from
people.
the kids.
And
we
then
wouldn't let them eat them.
Yeah, we didn't let anybody. We didn't let anybody eat Sarah's
Yeah.
grapes.
Yeah, but Sarah is definitely the I brought top tier
She
snacks
is.
and wine.
She is the top tier
Yeah.
snack, and everybody needs a top tier
Yeah,
snack
absolutely.
friend.
Yeah.
I think that everybody needs a plethora of friends
Yes.
that fill into those
That-
supportive roles because you can call on them
For
so many different things.
Yeah.
Like we know who we would call for chicken wings as well. We know who
Big
we would
up to
call
Marissa.
for chicken wings.
Yeah.
We know who we would call for cheesecake.
Big up to
We
Tanya.
know, right?
Yeah.
We know, like, Tanya's
Tanya,
baking.
Dion.
Oh
cookies?
my God. Cookies? Tasha's cookies? We know.
Yeah.
We
our
know
crew is-
who we would call.
Yeah.
Nanda for everything miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Anything that you need miscellaneous. Do you remember the time that I asked her for where I could go to get something laminated and she brought a
Yeah.
laminating machine to my house?
You know who's kind of like that also? Tanel.
Tanel
has,
is.
yeah,
Oh.
Tanel's.
Oh, I don't even have it right here.
Oh, this-
It's in my bag.
What, your
No, I
fidget
brought
spinner?
it. And it's out there.
Your fidget
I
spinner?
did bring my fidget
You'll
spinner.
take a picture with it.
I am so happy about that fidget spinner. And I just want to publicly say to Tanel, thank you so much for my
thank
for my
you.
fidget spinner, my golden snitch. And I'm going to take it everywhere with me.
Oh my goodness. Please
Thank you,
don't.
Okay. That's so rude. Okay. What do we wish
Mhm.
that more people understood about friendship and support? What do we think that people, because we can get
okay.
stuck.
Yeah.
And we talk about stuckness.
Yeah.
But like, what is my question?
Because you're
What
stuck.
do we wish- This was never a good idea. This one was never a good idea. I am going to pull myself together. What do we wish more people understood about friendship and support?
But sometimes you got to take it for the team, guys.
Sometimes.
No, I have a good answer for that. So I was going to say, and you said it before, truth. That support is keeping it 100% real with your friends. If you love your friends and you love that person, you want to support them, then you have to support them in high and low. That's first and foremost. But you also have to support them in a way that it's going to benefit them. Like it's for their betterment. So support what? You're trying to... Is there something on my face?
No. I'm listening to you and I'm being supportive.
As I was saying. Okay. Yeah, no, I think support looks like, again, just 100% being honest, being able to tell that person, I'm here for you, or like, this is what I see you're struggling with. Let me help you. Or support is like, this actually is not going to be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what happens when you tell somebody that something's not good for them? That's tough. That truth is tough to take, especially from your friends. Like when your friends are like, "Ooh, you're going down the wrong path.
Yeah.
You're going down the wrong path right now. And like, this is not really for you."
Yeah.
When do you think it's an overstepping?
I think it's an overstepping if you are doing it in a way where you're making the person feel bad. If I say like, why would you do that? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Then you're moving into like, you're not supporting, now you're judging, and you're creating probably more hardship, as opposed to, listen, I would never tell you something that you know is not good for you because I love you. But I feel like if you go down this path, you're going to create hardship for yourself. Like, I think that's the way you present it, not in a judgmental way, but depending on the situation, if you also see your friend in like a situation where it really is dangerous, you might come off as overstepping.
But it's about the delivery.
But it's 100% about the delivery. Okay. Right?
I can respect that. How can we all be better besties?
How can we be better besties? I mean, I think always fundamental is mutual respect, right?
Yeah.
That you appreciate the beauty, but also the shadows that exist like in your friends. Like, we're not perfect. We all have like great sides of us, and we all have things that we need to work on. So I feel like being a great friend or a good bestie is being able to honor all of that. You know what I mean? And understand that your best friend might make a decision or do something that maybe isn't your path, but like, I love you and support you enough to walk down that path with you.
Do you think, and I don't know, like it's on the paper, but like, do you think that emotional support has to be a must in a friendship? Like, do you know that like some friends just do certain things?
Yeah.
You know, like some friends just support you in different ways.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the deep, like emotional support has to be in every single friendship?
So I'm going to say no, because I don't know that some friends or some people aren't comfortable in that space. So I don't think it would be I don't think it's genuine to offer emotional support if it's not in your nature, because it could come off as being fake. You said it before, like every friend offers something different, right? You're not the most emotional, like in that sense.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right? Right? But I think if I'm struggling, there's a way in which you offer that emotional support that I receive. You know what I mean? As love, because I know you, right? As opposed to say someone like Rena, who's much more emotional and offers it in a different way. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like, I don't think it's a do or die. Like, I just feel like if you have a genuine relationship with someone, then you are also aware of their love language, like how they offer support, how they show you love, how they show you respect. And if you're seeking more than that, then I don't think that that's the other person's problem. I think that's yours, right? Then you need to figure out where that gap is. But I don't think it's required, because not everybody's an emotional being, which is fine.
It is fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
And that's a wrap.
Yeah. Welcome. I always keep saying welcome.
You always say
I always
welcome at the
do
very
welcome.
end.
I don't know why.
Welcome.
Yeah. Spell us out. Go do a Thomas or whatever that is.
Oh, what?
I don't know. What's the spell? I heard you say it yesterday 1,000,001 times.
There's a bunch of spells.
Well, okay, what's the spell to shift us out of this episode
Well,
of
I
Bes-TEA?
literally have not gone to Hogwarts.
Well,
Okay? Like I'm not
Go ahead. Listen, don't make me pull up the video.
my favorite one
Go ahead. Here she goes.
is a little Crucio. And if you know Harry
Little
Potter,
Crucio. I don't.
you know that I have caused you extreme hurt and pain. Critical injury.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap,
It's a
guys.
wrap.
Supportive friends,
Have a great
Death Eaters. We love you all.
We love you all.
We love you all.
Thank you for joining us on another
Thank you.
episode of Bes-TEA Spillin Tea from Time.
Bye.